I'm not bilingual, I can't play an instrument, and in middle school, people told me I look like an ostrich when I try to do a layup in basketball. But I do have a good memory. Now, I don't know the sonnets of Shakespeare or 300 digits of pi. I know questions and answers, so I've memorized jokes. All sorts of jokes, from prom dates to 60th wedding anniversaries, Antarctic penguins to zebras, accounting to zoology. I really like jokes. It's not always been that way. It was about 2 years ago. I was working a summer job, and I sat separate from the rest of my department. And I was too shy, quiet, and awkward to insert myself in conversation, so I occasionally asked for work, and I waited for work to come to me. One of my coworkers one day answered a payroll question for me and replied with a joke. I responded back, and the next day it happened again, and I was hooked. It was my favorite part of the day. It changed my whole perspective of work that summer. I had more confidence around my coworkers. I started asking for more responsibility from my supervisors, and I started even giving my input on projects, and they took notice. This translated into my social life as well. I was more outgoing around my friends. I was willing to try new things, and I was just open to new activities. I can even talk to strangers now. Who would have ever guessed that from an engineering student? So jokes have given me so much. They've given me a confidence that I didn't have before. And I think that people can learn from jokes in other ways as well. One of my high school history teachers really loved this joke, and it's now became one of my favorites. How does Davy Crockett like his pie? A la mode. Okay, there's some chuckles there. Jokes can also widen our vocabulary. This is one of my favorites as well. Why did the two crows get arrested? Attempted murder. Okay, that laugh was a little smaller, so I'll explain that one. A group of crows is called a murder. So for those of you who didn't know, you learned something new today. And I think that's great that you can widen your experiences through jokes. But I think jokes can also widen from our personal experiences as well. One of my friends in middle school, her dad loved dad jokes. And whenever I went over to her house, he would love to say them. Now in middle school, that's when we were really into corny phrases like, that was awesome, or something was intense. So whenever we said something was intense, he would ask us if it was like camping. Yeah. Well, I moved away, and I didn't get to see her for many years, but I did get a chance to meet up with her last summer. She was telling me about a camping trip she had recently been on, and I asked her if it was intense, and I realized my mistake. I said, I'm so sorry, I completely forgot that you hated that joke. And instead of being mad, she actually had a huge smile on her face. And she said, I haven't heard that joke in so long. Thanks for sharing. The thing was, her dad had passed away 2 years earlier, and that joke reminded her of the corny, quirkier side that she sometimes forgot about her dad. Another friend recently told me a joke. The synopsis of the punchline was, old people tend to forget things. After the joke, he started telling me about his grandmother, whose case of Alzheimer's had recently taken a turn for the worse. His mother actually had to quit her job and start taking care of her full time, and this had taken a toll on his entire family. The last time he was home, his mother told him that joke, and he told me that kind of made him feel better. He didn't have a huge grin on his face, and he wasn't laughing when he told me that, but he had a look of content and acceptance. Those two stories show that jokes can have a powerful experience on us. You don't always have to laugh and smile when you get a joke. Maybe it just helps you get through a tough time. So 2 things I'd like to leave you with today. I hope that you can reimagine why you would tell a joke, when you can tell a joke, and what you can learn from a joke. So you don't have to be a stand-up comedian to tell a joke. Tell a joke whenever the mood strikes. And I have learned so much from jokes. 3 things in particular. It doesn't have to be long and eloquent to make someone smile. It's okay not to know the answer to every single question. And don't forget to laugh at the silly things. Thank you.